Hi everyone, my name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today's return of Final Fantasy VI. This is two songs. We have Terra's theme, followed by Balance is Restored. And my mods tell me that the context is we have an intro song / overworld theme and credits, because the credits one is 21 minutes. So that's very interesting because we're gonna go from beginning to end, but also it's gonna be a long video. This is requested by Drew's Comics, Marco, and CF. Still don't know much about FF6, although I just featured it not too long ago on the channel. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. Okay, well, Nobuo Uematsu, of course. First one's not that long, 4 minutes. All right. Terra's theme from Final Fantasy VI. I don't want to say anything yet. While I look something what is the name of the song? Oh my god, dude. This is powerful. This feels so instantly classic. Like, I've heard this my entire life or something. And there's a reason for that, which I'll explain. Oh my god. What a melody, dude. The percussions, too, the little... And the bass. Oh my god. What is the name of the song? This is the intro? Dude, FF6's music is so, like... I don't know. The first song I heard was at the end. And then I've just been working my way backwards. And now I'm at the beginning. And then I'm going to the end after this. Oh, dude. The arpeggio. Oh my god. That is one of the best loops I think I've ever heard in my life. How's that over? Dude, you know, I was just talking about this, like, what was it? My latest video, actually. I did, like, the forest themes. I was talking... Ironically, that was another FF, but that was 11. I was like, you know that feeling when you just, like, instantly fall in love with something, you just know that it's just gonna, like, stick with you? Yeah. I don't... damn, dude. Like... That was so... Western, which I love. I mean, I'm gonna... how many times have I said this? For those that don't know, I'll keep saying it. I'll gladly. My favorite composer is Ennio Morricone. You know, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for a few dollars more, Fistful of Dollars. All those iconic Western whistling themes with the janky percussion and the sounds of like reverbed pistols and all that. Love it. And the twangs, mouth harp, all of it. Grew up with it. Still some of my favorite stuff ever. So anytime anything reminds me of it, it just elevates me into such a fantastic mood, right? That's one of the reasons I played Wild Arms, because it's kind of like heavily influenced on that. That sounded so much like an Ennio Morricone piece. Like that just could have been in one of those movies. I'm kind of like overwhelmed with emotion because that was amazing. And I'm trying to piece all this stuff together, right? Like in that 4 minutes I went through joy, excitement, confusion, and just trying to piece it all together, because I started with Dancing Mad, right? That's a huge bar. It's a huge bar. That's where I started. And then I didn't listen to 6 for a long time. It's a really rare game on this channel. And I did stuff here and there, and I recently did one, the opera, and apparently that was a big deal. And that kind of made me a little like, huh, that's cool, interesting. But now this. See, this is the kind of stuff that like can kind of tip the scales on curiosity of playing. You know, like maybe I should. You know how many times people have told me you should play FF6? Thousands, right? And for me, it's always, well, I mean, I have to kind of want, something's got a spark for me to like want to, and as good as Dancing Mad was, I kind of felt at that time, and I don't mean this like in any mean way towards the rest of the soundtrack, which I hadn't heard, and still really haven't, but I feel like, I'm like, nothing's going to top this. Like, this is like, I started so strong, so everything is going to feel kind of less than Dancing Mad. I guess is the closest way I can put that. That was better than Dancing Mad. That's just my opinion. I mean, subjective, right? It sounds like two completely different things. When I say better, it's like, you have to understand, this is like my childhood that I didn't have, but you guys did. But my childhood was the movies that I just talked about. So it brought me back to that. And to me, since this is the intro and the overworld theme, then that's like the kind of overall essence of the game, I guess. Whereas Dancing Mad is the essence of Kefka, right? I'm not saying it's like a bad song. There's no way Dancing Mad is a bad song. But to me, now I'm going to forever associate the sound of FF6 with that. I was expecting that with a name like Terra. It sounds like a character. So I was like, okay, character theme. So, and I still have to listen to the credits theme, so I'm kind of like overwhelmed by what just happened. That was insanely strong of a melody. The drums, I love that marching, like drummer boy style march, like parade. The bass that was kind of following along, dun, 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 dun. But that kept reminding me of a song. I don't remember what it's called. It's driving me nuts. But one of my favorite songs growing up as a kid was the intro theme to Ninja Gaiden. And I don't know if it has a name. I think it's just called Intro. It's really short and it's super iconic. If you know what I'm talking about, just listen to that. Just look at like NES, I think it's NES, like Ninja Gaiden Intro. It's like a quick little song, but it reminded me of this, and that's like one of my favorite songs. So Um, it says 450,000 views. Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, Nobuo Uematsu's... Damn, dude. I'm trying to prepare myself for a 21-minute credit song coming up. Oh my god, I just thought of something. You know what? Okay, we're gonna party here. We're gonna party. You know how many times... Well, not many, actually. But people have always been like, there's a Pixel Remaster, there's a Pixel Remaster, you should check that out. I'm just gonna do that now. 6 Pixel Remaster. Because they've told me that the soundtrack is a little different in that. Okay, hold on, let me just kind of like... Oh, there's footage here. Interesting, interesting. Okay. So before I move on to the next one, I'm going to hear this again, but I'm going to hear the Pixel Remaster version from the channel called Flubs. It's only 2 minutes. And then I'll put it up here. It's got footage. All right, here we go. Snowy. Oh my god. Now, dude. It sounds exactly like Ennio Morricone. Damn, dude. I can't wait for this credit song now. I've decided to play FF6. Just like that. Look, dude. Hello, like Super Metal Gear Solid vibes here. The sound. I don't know when, don't ask me. But let's move on to Balance is Restored. Oh my god. You know what I just realized? Drew's Comics also requested Dancing Mad. 2 of the most like iconic songs on this channel. I owe you a beer, Drew. Okay, well we have a 21-minute song to go through. Credits. I don't think I'm gonna get any footage here, but credits are very interesting before I get started because usually, and I was told, but I would have guessed this anyway, it's like a culmination of all the songs. So I'm going to be treating this as maybe I'll recognize some stuff I've heard maybe from like opera or that or, you know, Dancing Mad, but we'll see. I guess it's somewhat of a spoiler, but whatever. I mean, at least I don't know what's happening, but okay. Balance is restored. Final Fantasy VI. Putting myself as like, okay, I just completed the game. People are clapping. Oh, by the way, if there's a picture master for this, I'm not gonna check that. Not today. This was the request. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like these castle royalty vibes going on. The last video of the opera, the comments were telling me it's like kind of steampunk. It's funny because the drums are similar to Terra's theme. Who's Terra? To have a song like that. I'm still talking about it, sorry. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna have the FF theme in here. I think they do that, right? I wonder how long this plays after Dancing Mad. If it's like right after or something. Has like those big horns, and I just imagine like a bunch of knights. Mobile team? I only recognize it because I just played Rebirth, and that's the Moogle team. Interesting. I wonder how far back that song dates. I was expecting it here though. It's a very interesting theme for credits. It sounds kind of like jolly, but all over the place. That's cool. I think the closest I can compare this to is the first time I beat 7 original, and it was like kind of like every song sort of. I don't recognize anything yet besides the Moogle song. crazy to me that this is 21 minutes. Back in the day, I was talking about this with one of my moderators. I'm like, 21-minute credits for like this era of gaming? That sounds so odd. Like that's the norm now, but I can't imagine back then anything being over like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That's actually crazy. Where have I heard that before? I feel like I've heard that before. I wonder if that was part of the opera video I did. That was a long video, so I can't remember everything. I've heard that before. I don't know where, but I've heard that before. I can't physically see you guys. I can feel everyone's like emotions of beating this game for the first time and seeing the credits roll. It's a nice feeling. So I got 2 motifs so far. I like that springy sound. Forgot the name of it. It's like a certain type of reverb. Spring? It's probably spring reverb. That sounds familiar, too. That's the same melody? Man, there's some strong melodies in 6. Terra's theme. Minor key. I recognize that. I'm gonna listen to that song like 20 times tonight. So many emotions going on. What a send-off feels like. How did this man compose so much music back then? So many ideas. An actual living legend. Whoa. I feel like a lot of 6's music translates well to Distant Worlds. Are we? We're halfway. It's a medley, I just accepted that a while ago. No point in trying to predict where it's gonna go. I'm trying to envision if it has like purely text. Or if it has like images. credits are very interesting in video games. Like, it's very much a part of the game too, right? It's not over for me until like I see the credits all the way through. There's like an art to them as well. Potential battle theme in the game. Crazy. I still have Terra's theme playing in my head. It's so insane. I'm loving these like long chords just hanging out in the background. Sounds like it's just washing the space with these chords. This also is going to hold like one of the records for longest individual song I heard. There's not many that reach this high up. I think I've done maybe 2 20-minute songs prior. If that. I've done medleys and long videos, but not like one song. Or not many, I should say. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard to remember a lot of this because I don't have the rest of the game's context, but I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. It'll really hit me when I play it. A lot of interesting percussion in 6. A lot of like, sort of, kind of like a gallop, like a lot of horse gallop. A lot of it sounds kind of parade-like too. Is there a name for that genre? You know, like that marching band type music? But there's a big attention to detail to percussion in general. I know for sure is that people love this game. Every time I upload 6, people come in droves like, oh my god, 6 mentioned. I wonder how many people here that are watching this played this game when it came out, as in like you were already a fan and was waiting for 6. I'm sure there's people that played it like in the same year or same era, but I wonder who's like, you know, played 5 and was waiting for 6. I think this was cool about Final Fantasy in general, is like they have generations of fans. It's calling my name. It wants me to hear it again. God, I can't get over that song. Doesn't sound as good here. I like the original key it's in. Cool though, still cool. Yeah, instead of having like a whole lot to talk about on this one, I think it's more of just like a treat to the viewers to see someone hear the credits theme for the first time. But I don't have a lot to say. I really don't. There it is. That's the double-edged sword of credits themes. It's a lot different than an intro, because an intro I'm like, ooh. What is this unfolding? But the ending is like, you've accumulated feelings, you grew close to the characters, you know, etc., etc. I don't have any of that. It's a little different for me. This feels nostalgic though. It's a great theme. I'm guessing that theme has been around since the first one, right? I don't think I've heard anything from 1 ever. Hello? Let me know. I don't think I've done one. Yeah, dude, 6? I feel like 6 really translates to orchestral, distant world style stuff. Like, a lot of it. Except for Dancing Mad, ironically. It seems like Dancing Mad is kind of like in its own bubble, you know? There's that drum again. Parade marching drum. Ever since I said FFVI a couple minutes ago, I can't keep the image out of my head of like all these floats. One of them is like all cactuars, one's all moogles, one's all chocobos. Where was this again? NES, right? Holy crap, dude. 21 minutes of NES music space? How much space does it take?
pretty sure it was NES. 1994. Oh, SNES. Sorry. 1994? 40 years. 40 years? Can I make you guys feel old? It's not 40. I was just kidding. But still, 94. Damn. All right. So there's a couple points I could bring up here. I mean, obviously that was like really, bravo, cool. I have no context here. You guys do, I don't. A whole lot of stuff just happened in my brain. I went from, oh my god, what was that, to hearing it again, to being stuck in my head almost immediately, to then a 21-minute other side of the game. Like that's not normal. It's not an everyday thing that people do. I guess that'd be like hearing, like you buy like a new album, hear the intro, fall in love with it, and then go straight to the end. That's really long, It's just like it's different. It's different. And I'm barely talking 37 minutes into the video, so I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video this was randomly drawn, so that's how it's on the channel. So this is kind of funny because I just did 6 like not too long ago, which was again the opera one. So my last 2 experiences with Final Fantasy VI have been quite impactful, because the opera song was like a huge medley and very long too, and that seemed to be a big deal. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, you're finally listening to this." I'm like, okay, so it's giving that vibe. And now here, it's so weird. I can't explain what I'm feeling right now, but that first song had kind of like all these things that I love in general. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. And then the spontaneous decision to hear the Pixel Remaster was a fantastic idea because it sounds... it's not a debate of which sounds better. Of course, your nostalgia is going to tell you what. It's just cool that we get another version of it. They can coexist. But it really cemented the whole, like, damn, this sounds like Ennio Morricone to me. And then seeing it with the, like... That made me so curious right there, just seeing that, like a snowfield and their giant, mechs approaching something. That was cool. That was cool. Very Metal Gear Solid, Damn, dude, I can't get over that first song. That was fantastic. Yeah, that was amazing. But the Balance is Restored song / ending theme. Well, like I said, I don't have any context, so I knew going into it before I even clicked play. I'm like, credits themes are always so double-edged sword. Like, I can enjoy it and listen to the music, but I know it's purely made, like Nobuo Uematsu. This is back in 94, so basically no internet here yet. At least not worldwide to the masses. So there was no way that he probably could have imagined making the song for people later with no context. He wrote this knowing that you played the game, you know what I mean? Like, it was specifically planned to be here. So a lot of it just sounded like, and I'm saying this literally, just sounded like noise, just music, a lot of cool musical ideas. I could tell that it was a bunch of pieces just slapped together. Like I said, like what FF7 did in the credits. I don't know if they all have done that. I can't remember. I played 8 and 9, and I don't remember if that happened there too. I'd have to look back. I can't. It's gone to the point where think of it this way. I know this is kind of weird because work with me here. Like this is kind of a an interesting, odd thought I think about all the time. It's kind of a phenomenon, I guess. I went from hearing basically no video game music ever, like just besides the ones I grew up with that I knew, to now I'm at over 1,100. Now this may sound kind of weird, but I feel like I've now heard more video game music than your average person. I know, it's hard to think about, but if you think about it, have you heard 1,100 video game songs? Maybe. It's totally possible. It's very possible. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm now in this kind of like, oh, well, I've heard a lot now. Even though I haven't. I barely have like the surface. But because of that, I also cannot remember almost anything as soon as it's over. Because I move on. Like right before this video I recorded. Right after this video, I'm going to record. So the good news is that kind of works in my favor, because although I won't be able to hear that for the first time again, when I play it, I'll be able to experience it for the first time, if that makes sense. Because that's, even though every song on this channel deserves context and of course, you know, where it plays, some can stand alone, like Terra's theme, can just really shine on their own. But this is specifically like, I have no attachment to these characters, no story, I don't know what happens. All I know is a evil clown boss was, you know, just fought. And that's another thing too, is my journey with FF6 is so strange. It's so strange. You know, like, let me just give you guys a quick little history here. I started to do these reaction videos for video games, and immediately, as soon as YouTube threw me out into the algorithm, immediately my comments were like, dancing mad, dancing mad, dancing mad, dancing mad, dancing mad. So many people, thousands of people. And then they didn't stop there. They're like, listen to the 14 version too. You know, listen to all these versions. So I'm like, okay. And that was like within, I think, a month or two of starting. So I heard that really quick. And that was my bar set, you know. My introduction to FF6, and one of the earliest FF songs I've heard in general, was Dancing Mad. So it was kind of like a, hey, you know, this is our community, and listen to this music that it's so wonderful that we've been listening to for decades now. But knowing how big it was, and hearing how big it was, I was always nervous going into 6 again, because I feel like, well, what's going to touch this, you know? Honestly. Because no, I didn't hear any other mention of 6 outside of Dancing Mad until I started getting requests from the fans. You know, people would like request here and there 6. I don't have a lot of 6 requests. Maybe in total like 15 or less, something like that. Most of those were Dancing Mad. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like my history with 6 is so odd. And then I didn't hear it again for months, maybe even a year, something like that. And I don't remember what the next one was I heard, but, you know, revisiting it, I was like, oh, this is different, you know, because I was expecting it to sound like Dancing Mad again. And then the opera thing, that was its own complete different thing. And I was expecting, again, like maybe hearing Dancing Mad motifs in there. Nope, not that I caught. And now here we are. 2024. Jeez. Where I said I was gonna be speechless, but I haven't stopped yapping. But dude, that first song was incredible. Like I said, I would just straight up play the game. You know what's funny? I have receipts of this. I have proof of this. Although I'm not going to show my DMs, but I was just talking to my moderator who helped me put these songs together. You can vouch for me. I was like, I have no desire to play 6, and I've told many people this too when they watch my playthroughs. I'm like, I have no desire to play 6. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't make me curious enough because I'm not gonna go just off what people ask me to do. I want to play. It's my time. My time is valuable, just like yours. And games are a commitment, especially RPGs. I've noticed. So I needed something to just and not counting Dancing Mad, but I needed something to just like tip the scales. Terra's theme tips those scales. Just that alone, it gave me so many good memories that both from gaming and not, right? My favorite composer, some of my favorite movies, but also reminded me of like Wild Arms and Chrono Trigger, you know, these songs that have a similar sound font. But I played both of those games and I thoroughly enjoyed both of those. You know, I thought I wasn't gonna like the whole like top-down kind of that look, I guess. But damn, dude. Yeah, I kind of want to hear it again. If I'm being totally honest, it just had everything that I liked in songs. Rhythm section, super strong lead, the minor key, which I think was A minor. I'm like gushing about it, dude. So, excuse me if I don't have a whole lot to say about the ending, but I think you guys will understand. But it's great. I can tell that it maybe made you guys all nostalgic and all that, but I can't stop talking about this song, so I'm just gonna hear it again. So I'm just gonna hear this again. It's okay. The original. I like both, but I've never done this before, but I'm gonna hear it again. Terra's theme. Damn, this song is good. Oh my god, dude. Immediately, like... Overworld theme, too. Like, as in you hear it all the time. Thank you to all my requesters that you see here. Thank you, Drew's Comics, Marco, MCF. Thanks to you for watching. Thank you to my Platinum members. I'll let you know when I decide to play this. This is one of the best songs I've ever had on the channel. Seriously. I love Nobuo Matsumoto. Until next time, everybody, I will see you. Peace.